Okay, as I am required to do by Ahmed, I have to say you have to hit the thumbs up button and you have to share the video and subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. Apparently we need 1,000 subscribers and we're at about, I don't know, 30 or something. Anyway, my friend Raj has nicknamed these no bullshit cooking videos. And I happen to love the name because that's really what it's about. You don't need to make your life complicated. You can get in the kitchen and you can trust your instincts and your knowledge. Today we're going to make fish and chips. I have never in my life made fish and chips. I'm going to make it up as I go along, and I guarantee you it's going to be pretty damn good. The first thing I'm going to tell you is I cannot make a proper chip. I say that for every British person watching this, because no matter what I do, no matter what kind of potatoes I use, no matter how I fry them, you're going to write me notes and say, that's not a proper chip. For a proper chip, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you got to do this, and that's not a proper chip, and you didn't even peel the potatoes. So I'm going to do zucchini chips, and I'm going to put cheese on them because I don't care what you think about anything. So, no bullshit, zucchini chips, fish and chips. Give me a minute, and we'll get started. All right, I've got zucchini. It's wet because I've salted it and let it rest for a little while. I'm going to add a little bit of tapioca flour and a little bit of organic cornstarch to that. And then I'll add some regular flour, just a touch. We're not trying to turn it into a batter. We just want a nice, crisp, improper chip to go with our fish today. That's it. We can fry those whenever the oil's heated. Just a note about oil, do not, under any circumstances, use cottonseed oil or corn oil or vegetable oil or soy oil. They're all garbage oils. Use only extra virgin peanut oil, something that is not gonna, cause disease in your heart. We're now doing our zucchini. We're just gonna let it do its thing. Some of them will stick together, and I'm closing it before it boils over. The zucchini is gonna get a touch of salt, and then a little sprinkle of Grana Padano cheese, because how gorgeous is that? These are two of the restaurant chef's most essential tools when making a crisp batter. Just a little bit of citric acid and just a little bit of baking soda. What they're going to do is essentially leaven our batter so that you get those crispy, crackly, wonderful parts that you're looking for in fish or chicken or anything that you're battering. I'm going to use about half this can of beer, and I'm starting with the beer because the beer will tell me how much flour to add. All right, we're going to start whisking in some flour to our beer. What we're looking for is a really thick batter that will coat the back of a spoon, and we're going to do the same thing we did when we made pasta and let it hydrate a little bit. So let it rest for a few minutes. Even though we're at about 100% hydration, we want to make sure that all of the molecules are absorbed. This is a whole wheat flour, so it's probably also offensive to the Brits. I need to apologize now for being born in the wrong country. Also adding a little bit of organic cornstarch to this because it makes the batter a little bit lighter and a little bit sort of flakier, especially since we're using the whole wheat, which is against every rule of English culinary school. See what's going on here? See how the batter coats the back of the spoon and doesn't drip together? That's what you want. You need a batter that is semi-solid. Now, we're at the end of it, so we're going to add in the baking soda and the citric acid, mix that in well, and then give it a few minutes to bubble up. See how this is bubbling up? That's the citric acid, but I forgot something very important. Salt. You're going to salt your fish when it comes out. Put salt in now. You can also add pepper if you like. We have two kinds of fish. We have flounder and we have soft shell crab. The reason that they have been thawing on a towel is to get them a little bit dry so that the batter will hopefully stick. I don't know. I've never done this before. We'll see. If I got it wrong, it's probably still going to taste good, so who really cares? Okay. We need to move fast at this point, shaking off the excess batter, and we're going to do it in batches. And then we're going to drain it on a rack rather than on paper towels because you don't want the fish to steam after it's fried. All right? There was no proper malt vinegar at any of the local groceries, So I'm just going to make a garlic mayonnaise to dip the zucchini into, and I'll serve a little lemon with the fish. So we have one wonderful soft shell crab, a perfect crackly golden piece of fish. I don't know what those are. I didn't make them. They have nothing to do with me. And some zucchini chips. Oh man, not bad for a first-time effort. And yes, I am having red wine with fish because I don't care. Have a lovely evening, folks.